How was kind of your first experience for NFL rookie minicamp?
Yeah, it was a good experience. Good 2 days. A lot of information thrown at us, things like that. Having to remember small little details, but it was good. The practice was good, good work. But they ain't out there killing us, so it was real good. I enjoyed it.
What's your biggest takeaway or thing you learned, whatever you want to put it from
You
these?
said what?
Biggest takeaway from these few days for you?
Yeah, biggest takeaway, like I said, attention to details. In college, they just throw a play at you. You just go out there and do it. Here, you got to remember every little thing. Any little small thing, it's like it messes up the whole play, everything that's going on. So I just say attention to detail is the biggest takeaway.
What's it like working with Greg Lewis, who is a guy that has been out and played the game as well at the NFL level? What's it been like working with him?
It's been real good. He's given me a lot of tools to get open better. Had a couple plays, like the first day that was covered, and then came back today, ran those routes, was a little more open. So him just giving me those tools, giving me his knowledge from playing the game and coaching for as long as he has. So it's been real good with him so far.
Devontez, what was the impression after North Carolina, everything? Seeing that jersey, seeing your NFL jersey for the first time.
Yeah, it was crazy. Something I've always wanted, something I've always said since I was 4 years old. Told my grandma this is what I wanted to do, and now it's here. I almost teared up, but I kept my composure a little bit. But it was a good feeling.
Yeah, the Ravens put.
Pretty emotional draft call. I know your video was out there. What was it like, being in that emotional call, hearing those voices, and then getting here and seeing them in person, getting to talk to them?
Yeah, just hearing that, hearing, that an NFL team values, your skill set and you as a person, it just makes you feel good. You've done all the right things to get to this point. It was just a great feeling. And now being here, I still have that same feeling, and I'm enjoying every little moment that I have here. So it's been real good.
Last year,
Eric DeCosta has been, praising you. He's compared you to former Raven wide receiver Tor Smith. Just talk about your explosiveness and being a vertical threat. How does it feel for you to know that you're already seen as a difference maker on the offense?
It feels real good. It just makes me honestly want to work harder, and be one of those guys, that team can depend on to go out there and make plays and just show up. That's what I have to say about that. It just makes me go harder to be one of those guys the team will run on.
Significance in the number that you picked?
So I wore that at Kent. So I wore 9, my whole life growing up. Then when I got it at Kent, like 8 + 1 is 9. So just went back that number. Then a lot of greats wore that number, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson. So when I get to that point, hopefully I can go down the books with that number as well.
Last year, with the whole NCAA, and once it started, you weren't eligible for that started. Was there any thoughts in your mind you might not be able to play at all that season?
Yeah, I thought my season was done. Honestly, I was on the scout team. I was just trying to work my craft the whole year. I had no idea that I was going to play at all. So, and I was 50-50 on declaring for the draft and probably being unsigned or coming back. I didn't really know at that point, but that was pretty much my mindset. I didn't think I was going to play at all. So I was pretty shocked when I got that call when I was in Coach Brown's office on that video, and he told me I was going to play. So
if you didn't play, did you think you would probably have to go the undrafted? Did you have thoughts like that?
Honestly, because I still don't have my degree, so I probably would have stayed and got my degree then. So yeah, I probably would have ended up staying.
Devontez, you were a guy that pretty early in the process, many had pegged as a first-round draft pick, and then kind of as the year went on, you slipped down the boards and you ended up going way later than a lot of people expected you would. Does that give you any motivation to prove the teams that passed on you, to prove them wrong?
Yeah, it definitely does. It just, my thing is just coming out here, being the best I can be every day and showing them why I was one of those top guys during the season and coming out. That's pretty much my mindset going into it. But, going 4th round ain't too bad. I got the call from Baltimore. I wasn't mad about it at all. It's a great situation, great organization. So, I'm blessed to go where I went.
Devontez, have you had a chance to talk with or heard from Lamar or maybe some of the other receivers on the team yet?
I haven't yet. I haven't heard from no. They follow me back, but I haven't talked to them yet. So.
What part of your game that you think will translate the best to the NFL, and is there something here at rookie minicamp that you're trying to work on to perfect?
Definitely vertical threat. Any vertical route like those crossers, posts, go balls. That's something I bring to this league. like my skill set, I feel like I do a real good job getting over top of any defense. And thing I'm trying to work on is like the underneath routes, like those routes 20 yards under, getting open in like those type of spaces and things like that. That's something I've been working on in mini camp and before mini camp when I was at home training. So that's something that's gonna be big.
Because you're going against TJ and then Nate in practice, and the vet corners haven't even gotten here. How much you think that's going to help you every day going against quality corners and maybe accelerate your progress?
Yeah, it's gonna help me a lot, especially going against Nate in the season and these first 2 days. He carries himself like a veteran corner. He plays like it, and trusts his technique and speeds and things like that. So I think that's gonna be real good for me. And then when the veterans get here, like Marlon and them, going to have like little side conversations with them and things like that, that's gonna help me a lot.
How did you get by him last year for that big catch down the right sideline?
You said how?
Yeah.
So like he was real patient, and he was a little handsy, but I knew he was patient. He trusted his speed, and me trusting my speed, I knew I had him when he kind of sat and froze his feet. So I just put my foot in the ground and ran as fast as I could to get over top of him. That's pretty much all it was. So.
Devontez, we know the Ravens prioritize their special teams a lot. Is that anything you put any thought into how you can contribute on special teams?
Yeah, I definitely have. Always wanted to play special teams, but I was one of them guys. The coaches was always. I would go to his office. They would just tell me, you're our guy. We don't want you to get hurt, nothing like that. So like something like gunner or even kick return. That's something I definitely want to do. So special teams, I love special teams. It's what makes or break games. So that's definitely something I want to do. If that's the way I have to get on the field this year, then no, I don't mind doing it.
You obviously moved around a bit in college. How hopeful are you to sort of be able to find a home here and stick with one team?
You said one more time?
You obviously moved around a bit when you were in college. How hopeful are you to be able to kind of stick with one team and find a home here in Baltimore?
No, I'm very hopeful. In Baltimore, it's a great organization to be a part of. From what I see with the facilities and how everybody is around here, like everybody loves it here. This is somewhere I wouldn't mind retiring. It's been great these past 2-3 days, so this is somewhere I definitely want to be.
Devontez, you talked about some of the questions going through your mind when you were going through the process of trying to get back eligible in college. When you got back and you had the production that you had in that small sample size, did that kind of rejuvenate anything or reassure you of anything that you already knew you could do?
Yeah, it just told me that I belonged. That's the reason I tried to go up a level and go play Power 5. When I was at Kent, they did a great job developing me as a receiver and a person. So I just wanted to show the world that I can also do it on that level, and it could raise my draft stock as well. So it just showed that I belonged on that Power 5 level and belong here as I am now.
All right, thank you, Devontez.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.